With sugar and spice and a roll of the dice, you're listening to The Dice Girls. The other half of the rats that are remaining are quite frightened, and frightened rats tend to bite and attack. So I would like us to all roll for initiative, please.
Oh my god. Okay, so here was my thought process. I painted a picture, I meowed really loudly into my microphone, and I rolled a 19. And here I was sitting here thinking, yes, 40 rats are about to run up this ladder. Problem solved.
You did get rid of like half of them. That's amazing.
No, I love it. I love it.
Yes, I don't believe rats can run up a ladder. But that was beautiful.
Upon seeing that rats do not run up the ladder, Ilana pulls out a little tiny, like, notepad and, like, writes a note and kind of says it out loud. Rats do not climb ladders, and kind of puts it away.
Yep, love it.
Okay, was I rolling for initiative? So we're doing
Yes, we are rolling for initiative.
I'm rolling so good. I rolled a nat 20.
That's
What?
And that's a 6 from me.
You got this. You know what? You are still going before the rats.
Okay, I'll take it.
Who got a 4.
All of them?
Yes. They are
Do
swarm.
they roll together, or do they have individual? Okay,
They roll together. Yeah.
Yes. You're not going to roll a die 20 times for each individual rat.
As fun as that would be to do and listen to. Alana, you are up first with that beautiful 20. Welcome back to D&D Combat.
I have no clue what I'm going to do.
That's okay.
So I felt rats scurrying on me and stuff. So where are they? Are they directly on me right now? Are they nearby?
I would say they're probably still kind of in a little bit of a frenzy, so they're kind of like all over the floor running around.
Okay.
These are the ones that were not smart enough to go into their little hidey hole.
Okay.
If that helps.
Okay. Oh my god, I just read further down thaumaturgy. I can make a loud sound like thunder. I don't have to use my voice.
Oh, the cat was way better.
Anyways,
I love it. The episode title is going to be like Sonic Meow or something like that.
Okay, I'm going to cast thaumaturgy again.
Nice.
I'm gonna try and scare them off because my weapons are all sharp. So I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy again, and this time I'm going to cause harmless tremors in the ground for 1 minute, so like an earthquake. But yeah, so her hands kind of glow with the blue again, and then she kneels down and touches the ground with them to make the ground start shaking.
Dang, I love this. I would like you, this has definitely happened. The ground starts tremoring. I would like you to roll me another intimidation check.
Okay. 15.
That is really good.
Okay. Loaded dice.
Right? Okay, so with all of the tremoring that's going on, about 7 more rats scurry, like they find their way to the hole with these tremorings, and they disappear through the rat hole, and the swarm is smaller.
Cool. All right. Sweet. And then I don't think I can really for my bonus action, can I try to like scoop a couple of them up and throw them in the hole?
I do love that. I
Like shove. I think shoving is like counts as a bonus action. I might be wrong. That might be like a regular action.
yeah, maybe a shove. Yeah, I'm just
So-
picturing you like cramming rats into this little mouse hole in the corner.
Okay. Maybe not like physically cramming rats, but but like shooing them. You know, she's not necessarily trying to. Actually, I was gonna say maybe she's not necessarily trying to pick them up, but maybe she is if she can. But you know, just trying to convince them to leave. Oh wait. Okay, what if I since I'm already trying loud noises and stuff, what if can I use my bonus to just like stomp around and try and like run them towards the hole?
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you a stompy like bonus action. I think stomping can be, yeah. I mean, you definitely, yes, you have movement. You can use that movement to stomp.
And I get free yelling, right? So
Yeah, yelling's a free action.
maybe,
Oh my goodness.
so maybe I'm still meowing and stomping.
I love it. I'm gonna say yes. Roll me. I'm trying to like think of something other than an intimidation, because this, well, you're more like directing them, huh? Persuasion. Roll me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. I
Persuade
like
these rats that they want to go.
it. Ooh, that one's a 9.
A 9. Okay. For a 9, let's see. For a 9, you do your stompings and you keep on yelling. I think the remaining rats are in a little bit too much chaos to like find any more back to the hidey hole
That's
at
fair.
that point.
Yeah.
But that was a really good attempt and a really good turn. And now it is Kaida's turn. Kaida, were you still on the ladder kind of, or towards the ladder, and like
Yeah,
tell us about your ear covering situation? What happened?
Yeah, I think I do think that like after the meowing, she did take her hands off her ears and is kind of like covering her mouth to stop the giggles, you know.
That's fair.
How big is the room that we're in, would you say?
That is a really good question. I would say it's not a huge room. I'd say maybe like 10 feet by 10 feet.
Okay. And Ilana is towards the back. So I'm going...
Or maybe like, I want to revise that. Sorry. Can I make it a little bigger? Will that make
Yes.
it easier on you?
Yes, that would make
Okay,
very much
yeah.
make it easier on me.
I was thinking 10 feet by 10 feet is actually not that big at all. Maybe like 20 by 20.
Okay. So I am going to pick like a 5-foot cube where like a good chunk of the rats are, but a cube that Alana is not in because I don't want to accidentally
Got
hurt
it.
her.
Can do.
And I'm going to cast
Absolutely.
I'm going to cast Ice Knife. Yes. Ice Knife is 1d10 piercing on success, but hit or miss, each creature in a 5-foot cube makes a dexterity saving throw, and on a fail, they take 2d6 cold damage.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay, I dig this. Tell us what it looks like when you cast this spell, Ice Knife.
So Kaida does not have her quarterstaff with her because she wasn't expecting long combat today. So she kind of just makes do with her hands and, you know, pulls them back and just kind of like flings her fingers out in front of her, and a shard of ice kind of shoots across the air and into the largest pile of rats that she can get to without hitting Alana.
Nice. I dig that so much. I love it.
I do believe it leaves behind like a trail of ice on the ground that anyone who walks over it, it's slippery, you know? I can't exactly remember what the mechanics of that are. But I am going to roll for that.
Yes, roll it's like your spell. You get to add your proficiency bonus, I think, and your spell attack modifier.
Okie dokie. Hold on, I have to do math. That's a 12.
A 12. And then, so sorry. I need to think for a minute. Do I get to roll a saving throw, right?
Yeah, so like that hits just, if that's a success, that hits just one rat.
Okay.
But then all of the rats that are also in that cube make a saving throw.
Okay, I see. It is a hit.
Okay, cool. So that is one, just for the one rat, it's 1d10. Oh, there you are.
Something tells me this rat isn't gonna make it.
I was gonna say.
I have not been rolling well. Don't jinx me. Okay, that's a 7.
Ooh.
So that's 7 piercing damage.
Oh yeah, Alexa, what does it look like when this rat beeps it? First kill of the game.
Woo!
The shard of ice that I flung out just kind of pierces, skewers this poor poor little rat, and he just kind of goes, "Ah," But then that shard does explode, and and so the rest of the rats now have to make a dexterity saving throw. And they have to try to beat a 13.
A 13, got
yes.
it. Oh, they did not save. They got a 12.
So that so now they take 2d6 cold damage.
Youch.
That I roll that, right? Or do they roll that?
Yes. Nope, you roll it.
Okay. That is an 8. They take 8 cold damage.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So some of the remaining rats, the swarm, by the way, is getting quite small. One probably would not even be able to call it a swarm anymore. So you took out the one, and then 8 more of them. I'm gonna say they get frozen in place by the exploding ice knife spell. And they just stop. Now you have 8 frozen ratsicles on the floor here in the basement. And there's only about 5 rats left down here in this swarm. It is their turn though. So they are pretty panicked at this point. A couple of them, Alana, are gonna come towards you. Yeah, they're gonna attack Alana this time. Does a 13 hit?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we're going to say that a couple of them scurry across your feet. One of them takes a wrong turn and starts crawling a little bit up your leg, and it freaks him out about as much as it freaks you out maybe. And he bites you.
Ouch.
Let's see. He is gonna do 5 damage.
Oh,
Yikes.
mean. Okay.
And that is the rat's turn. And now we're back at Alana.
All right, so I have one rat that's scurried up my leg.
Yeah. And there's about 4 more roaming around on the ground.
Okay, I am going to realize that I didn't write down my equipment, but I do remember it. So there's that. And none of it's all that helpful here right now. All right, why not? So can I try to would it count as for my action or my bonus or anything if I try and shake him off me or grab him off me or anything?
I will rule that shaking him off would be a movement free action. Part of your movement.
Okay. What if I grabbed him and tried to toss him away?
I would say a grab and a fling.
Okay.
I would still count it as your movement, but if you're trying to grab him, I would make you roll a sleight of hand check or something to do with dexterity to see if you can grab him.
Okay. And But that would be an action, though, right?
Yeah, I would say it would probably be an action at that point.
Okay. I'm gonna try and like shake him off me. I'm not gonna try and grab him. I'm just gonna try and like brush him off.
Okay.
Like just anything to get him off of me.
Okay, yep, I like that. For that, I'm just gonna say that it does happen. I'm not gonna make you roll for that since it's just a movement.
Okay. And how close is he with the other rats now?
Let's see. That is a good question. There's 5 rats remaining. We'll say they're all kind of like roaming around the same 10-foot area.
Okay. So I am. So I shake and brush this rat off me, and I'm like, get off, you know. And once he's off and he's on the ground, we make eye contact.
Like you do.
And I say, that does it. And I pull out. It looks kind of like a hairdryer.
Uh-huh.
But it's a handheld, like metal adjacent object that has sort of a handle and then like a cannon of sorts on top, like a hairdryer has a cannon, you know.
Absolutely.
Cannon's the wrong word, but it's a
Like a
it's
barrel?
a tube.
A tube, yep.
A cylinder.
Yes.
You know, it's a cylinder with a handle on it, and she points it at the rat.
Mm-hmm.
And she uses it to cast Firebolt.
Ooh.
Okay, firebolt. Oh my gosh, exciting.
Okay, so it says you hurl a mote of fire at a creature or object within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. 1d10 fire damage on hit. And a flammable object hit by the spell ignites if it isn't being worn or carried. I was thinking like flamethrower, but okay, it's like a fireball. So
Yeah, like
Okay,
mini
yeah.
that's
fireball.
probably better. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, she'll point it at him and pull the trigger to shoot a fireball at him.
I absolutely love this.
And she yells, "Now you've done it. I didn't want to have to do this."
Okay, so make a ranged spell attack. And I think that's you roll a d20, and I think you get your spell attack modifier.
Okay, well, I rolled a 6, but that makes it an 11 with my modifier.
An 11 does hit.
Yes! Okay.
So...
So yeah,
roll
so
damage. Yes.
yeah, pointed at him, pull the trigger, yell at him. And a d10. That's too many sides. 1.
Oh no! But that's how much damage you do, right? That's still...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the firebolt that comes out is real puny.
Okay, the firebolt comes out of your cannon. That's such a cool image. I love it. And it does hit one of the rats, and tell me what it looks like when that rat bites it.
Oh. 1 HP rats. Yes. Ooh, that rat gets blown back by the force. It almost looks like the force did more damage than the actual fire did, because he just beefs it on the spot. So he gets hit and just like and like rolls a foot away.
Nice. Love it. Okay.
And I kind of, even though it kills him, I still kind of like hit my hairdryer or whatever it is. I hit my cannon a couple of times and go, that wasn't very big.
I love that. I love it. Okay. We are down to 4 rats left crawling around this basement floor. And Kaida, it is your turn.
Okay, Kaida is going to cast her cantrip, Ray of Frost, which is different than Ice Knife.
Ooh.
This one does 1d8 cold damage, and The rats only have 1 hit point, but if it doesn't kill them, then their speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah.
Duly noted. Okay. And then that's exciting. What does it look like when you cast it?
It's similar to Ice Knife, but instead of like a shard of ice, flinging out, it's just like a little, burst of like icy wind, kind of a deal.
Yeah. Nice. I love it. All right, roll your attack. So it'll be your spell attack modifier is what we're adding to this one.
Spell attack. That's a 21.
21 absolutely hits.
Yeah. What did I say? 1d8?
Sure. Yep, 1d8.
1d8. That is you. That's a 4.
4. Kinda. You are taking out the rest of these rats.
Woo.
Tell me what it looks like.
They get hit by, this just burst of like icy, frosty wind, and I think that they would also turn into little rat sickles, just kind of like shrivel up in place and fall over.
I love it. I love it. Bum ba da bum 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 ba Good job.
Okay.
We are out of combat. You have killed / frozen / scared away the swarm of rats from the basement.
Yay! I forgot because I had my turn and everything, but Alana would have reacted to seeing Kaida cast her first spell. So maybe she didn't say anything because I forgot, but she might have had like a physical like reaction, like taking note of it or something. So at this point, not even acknowledging the rat issue at all, just turns to Kaida and says, "Oh, you cast magic as well."
I do. And I happen to be a sorcerer.
Ah, okay. That's how you cast without a book. Fascinating. And does it have anything to... is it from your... And she kind of like gestures to her face around the eyes. Your whole...
Yeah. There's a dragon in my ancestry, some...
Dragon?
Some 1,000 years back or so. Yeah.
You have the magic of dragons?
Yeah, that's the scales on the face and the eyes and,
Oh. Sorry, that was what I wanted to do, but I surprised myself. She does make that noise. She goes, "Oh, it must be fate that we met." And she shoot. I was gonna say she goes to like shake your hand, but like we already did that. So, but she's just so excited about you having magic and being able to cast without any kind of tools, because you didn't have your staff on you or anything. Right. So I'll have to pick your brain more about this. You see, I
love this so much.
Sorry.
Don't be.
I'm too excited.
I love that.
So like. And she looks down for a moment, as if in thought, but her eyes track to the rats, and so she kind of remembers the situation at hand, and so she pulls out her little notebook and a little notepad, and she makes another little note of some kind and puts it away real quick and says, "Well, now, do you think we need to plug that hole that the rest of them ran through?"
Yeah, that was going to be my next. You read my mind. Yes.
Perfect. Do you have anything?
Not on me.
Not to worry, I'll take care of it. And so, and so from, I don't know what she's gonna pull out. From
spackle.
her, yeah, some spackle.
A drywall patch kit.
She has. Okay, I do have like 3 different toolkits.
That's fair. You actually might have spackle in there.
It wasn't specified in any of them, but I do have like simple stuff like a little hammer and some nails and stuff too. So, is there like a spare piece of wood somewhere that I can just pick up and hammer over the hole?
I like that. Roll me an investigation check.
It's a 3.
Oh no! You unfortunately do not find any pieces of wood down there that look spare.
Okay, then I'm just going to rip it off of something. So, is there like a barrel lid? That's what I'm maybe thinking.
That's fair. Yes, I did say there were some empty barrels around here. Yeah.
Okay, so it is an empty barrel that I'm stealing the lid off of. That's good. So that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to steal. I couldn't find it. There's probably like a corner full of scrap wood that I did not see, and instead I grabbed this barrel lid.
I love it.
And hammer it to the wall over the hole.
I love that. I kind of want to have you roll me one more check.
Sure.
I want to see how well you hammer this thing over the hole. Maybe with that, maybe like I'm trying to think of what check would be best for that. Some kind of physical.
Sleight of hand?
That's what I was leaning towards. Unless there's a better one, I think I'm leaning towards sleight of hand.
Yeah, like athletics and acrobatics are not it.
Right, yeah. Yeah, let's do sleight of hand.
Or survival.
Yeah, it could be a survival check. Imagine art like a...
It's a nat 20, whatever it is.
Okay, yeah, this hole is covered. This hole is done. Nothing's ever getting through it again.
I'm wasting all my good rolls on the first episode. It's just how I feel. Like, I don't...
You've got
I'm
219.
I'm worried about the good rolls.
Right. Oh my goodness. Yes, absolutely. Kaida, you see Alana like find a barrel lid, and she just like professionally goes over to the hole in the wall and covers it with the barrel lid and nails it in place.
I think that'll do it.
And I stand up and I kind of what's the thing people do when they kind of dust their hands off on each other, and put my hands up akimbo on my hips and go, a job well done. And then I tuck the hammer leftover nails back into some pouch somewhere on my belt.
I love it.
All right, well, and she looks down at the ground of the dead rats. I think our job here is done. Do we just leave these here, you think?
You know, it seems kind of mean to make the old guy, hobble down the ladder to clean up the rats. So maybe we should sweep them up.
Right.
Into something and take them out to the dumpster.
I have an empty barrel right here.
Yeah, why don't we just kind of, shove them in the barrel and then we can take the barrel to the dumpster.
Fantastic. And she just picks up dead rats with her bare hands and puts them in the barrel.
I'm not going to make you roll for that.
Oh, this one's cold.
Oh my gosh.
Man.
Beautiful.
And you must tell me more about your dragon magic. It's probably not a good time now, but I'd really like to know more. If you don't mind, that is.
Yeah, maybe after our shift we can.
Oh, yes, fantastic,
chat.
fantastic. And then she stops. She's got the barrel in her hands. She kind of stops cold. Then she's like, what time is your shift over?
I have no idea.
Neither do I. She's just like, curious. And she goes about her. She just continues on. She just takes the barrel and starts making her way up the ladder.
When you said that, Ashley, okay, the disclaimer, this is not what's going to happen. But my evil DM brain immediately was like, oh, they've signed a contract and they live here now.
Right.
You sold your soul to Raz and the Cog and Grog.
He had us clean out the basement so we could sleep there.
Exactly. You never get off of work. Ever. Again.
He would have left the rats there, but they were bad for morale.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
From the last team.
Oh, man. I love that so much.